Hi guys, Arik is here, your Russian coach. I am recording this video in a coffee shop, so the quality might not be the best, but it's gonna be fun. It's for people who like to have intellectual fun. And we are starting a new project today in addition to Dostoevsky. Not instead, so don't worry. We will continue with Маленький герой from the next video on. But every now and then, I'm intending to take really short classical stories, such as this one by Chekov, and make you comprehend them. And you're going to have lots of fun because the style here, it's more modern, correct? And the style here is a little bit different, and it's humoristic. So you will have lots of fun. So let's start. Please open the link below this video. And if you can print it out, that's gonna be the best. So we have Anton Chekhov, Толстый и Тонкий. The fat, Толстый, the fat, and the thin. Толстый and Тонкий. Let's do it the same way as we do Dostoevsky. На вокзале. So first of all, I'm going to read this whole paragraph we will be taking today. And after that, so please see how much you will understand now. Then listen to my explanations. And you will see a little miracle. You will see after the second reading that you will get much, much more. You will have a quantum leap with your Russian. На вокзале Николаевской железной дороги встретились два приятеля. Один толстый, другой тонкий. Толстый только что пообедал на вокзале, и губы его, подернутые маслом, лоснились, как спелые вишни. Пахло от него хересом и флер-д'оранжем. Тонкий же только что вышел из вагона и был навьючен чемоданами, узлами и картонками. Пахло от него ветчиной и кофейной гущей. Из-за его спины выглядывала худенькая женщина с длинным подбородком, его жена, и высокий гимназист с прищуренным глазом, его сын. So, you might sense it that in general, the language here is more modern than Dostoevsky. Can you feel it? Just try to feel the music of the language. It's more modern, even though they do have some obsolete vocabulary here as well. So now let's start working on it. На вокзале Николаевской железной дороги встретились два приятеля. Один толстый, другой тонкий. So, на вокзале, at the train station. Вокзал means train station. It's a modern word. Николаевской come from Nikolaev is just the name of a city. So, Николаевской железной дороги. Железная дорога means railway. Again, very modern word. So, therefore, на вокзале Николаевской железной дороги would be at the train station of Nikolaev railway. Встретились, met, два приятеля. Now, приятель, it's the same as friend. Two buddies. You can underline the word приятеля and write above that buddies. Two buddies. Один толстый, one fat, другой тонкий, another thin. Now, listen to the sentence and see the miracle. На вокзале Николаевской железной дороги встретились два приятеля. Один толстый, другой тонкий. You see? Толстый только что пообедал на вокзале, и губы его, подернутые маслом, лоснились, как спелые вишни. So, толстый только что right now, or right then. Пообедал, had his lunch, yeah? All those words are modern. You can use them. На вокзале, so he had just had his lunch at the train station. И губы его подернутые маслом. Now, губы means lips. Подернутые маслом, it's an obsolete expression. So, масло means butter. That's a modern word. But подернутые маслом, that's an obsolete. It means covered. Covered with butter. in the modern Russian you would say и губы его обмазанные маслом. Или и губы его все в масле, like all of them in butter. But подернутые маслом you wouldn't say it in the modern Russian. But it means covered with butter. Лоснились means were kind of shiny. Were shiny. That's лоснились. It's not an obsolete, but it's a kind of a literary word. Как спелые вишни. So as спелые, ripe. Спелые means ripe. Vishni, cherries. So now let's combine everything together. Толстый только что пообедал на вокзале, и губы его, подернутые маслом, лоснились, как спелые вишни. The fat has just had his dinner, his lunch at the train station, and his lips, covered with butter, were shining as the ripe cherries. Now let's create a little miracle. Толстый только что пообедал на вокзале, и губы его, подернутые маслом, лоснились, как спелые вишни. Пахло от него хересом и флер-д'оранжем. Пахло от него. So пахло means it smelled. It smelled. Пахло, it smelled. От него, from him. In English we would say he smelled. But in Russian you can say it smelled from him. Хересом. Херес, it's a kind of wine. Strong wine. И fleur d'orange. Fleur d'orange, obviously it comes from French. It's a kind of a flower with nice fragrance. So, пахло от него хересом и флер d'orange. It smelled from him, the wine, and this kind of fragrance of that flower. Тонкий же только что вышел из вагона и был навьючен чемоданами, узлами и картонками. So, here we have again только что. It means had just done something. Только что. Вышел из вагона, so he got out of the train car. Вагон, train car, totally modern word. И был навьючен. Навьючен, it's a kind of a obsolete or more literary word, meaning loaded with. So был навьючен means was loaded with. Чемоданами. Чемодан means suitcase, modern word. Узлами. Узлами comes from узел, which is, in this case, it's a bundle with things. A bundle with things. When you have a piece of fabric, for example, and you put things inside, and then you make a knot on top of that, that's узел. Now, узел, in modern Russian, would also mean like a knot, K-N-O-T, a knot. But here, meaning a bundle. Bundle with things. And here it's plural, so that's bundles. И картонками. Картонками comes from картонка, and it means a cardboard box. So, тонкий же только что вышел из вагона и был навьючен чемоданами, узлами и картонками. Now, же here functions as however. So it says, however, the thin had just come out of the train car, и был навьючен, and was loaded with чемоданами, with suitcases, узлами, bundles, и картонками, and cardboard boxes. Пахло от него ветчиной и кофейной гущей. So you see, it's the same. I like it that it has repetition. You will get it better like that. Пахло от него means it smelled from him, you remember? And ветчина means ham. And then, so he smelled ham. И кофейной гущей. So гуща means a thick mass of something. A thick mass of something. So кофейной гущей means thick mass of coffee. Therefore, when they say пахло от него ветчиной и кофейной гущей, it means it smelled from him, or he smelled ham and thick mass of coffee. Next. Из-за его спины выглядывала худенькая женщина с длинным подбородком, его жена, и высокий гимназист с прищуренным глазом, его сын. So, guys, let's explain this sentence. Из-за, from behind. Therefore, из-за его спины would be from behind his back. Выглядывала means looked out, peeked out. Худенькая женщина. Do you know what худенький means? It's the same as thin. It's the same as тонкий. Now, in Russian, when a person is thin, there are two main words. Тонкий and худой. So, from the word худой comes the word худенькая, like thinny, you know? It's a kind of a diminutive and feminine form. So, therefore, худенькая женщина would be a thin woman с длинным подбородком. So, подбородок means chin. С длинным подбородком would be with a long chin. And then, высокий гимназист. Высокий means tall. Gymnasist is a student in what was called gymnasia, which was an elite school in Russia before the Russian Revolution. So he was studying, so his son was a pupil in this school. С прищуренным глазом. So прищуренный would be squinted. Прищуренный. It's also a modern word. Прищуренный. And glass, eye. So с прищуренным глазом would be with a squinted eye. Now let's read this whole sentence. Из-за его спины выглядывала худенькая женщина с длинным подбородком. Его жена. From behind his back peeked out a thin lady with a long chin, his wife. И высокий гимназист с прищуренным глазом, его сын. And a tall student in gymnasia with a squinted eye, his son. Now, I'm going to read this whole paragraph, and please compare your first comprehension with the second one. You will see a little miracle. Listen. На вокзале Николаевской железной дороги встретились два приятеля. Один толстый, другой тонкий. Толстый только что пообедал на вокзале, и губы его, подернутые маслом, лоснились, как спелые вишни. Пахло от него хересом и флер-д'оранжем. Тонкий же только что вышел из вагона и был навьючен чемоданами, узлами и картонками. Пахло от него ветчиной и кофейной гущей. Из-за его спины выглядывала худенькая женщина с длинным подбородком, его жена, и высокий гимназист с прищуренным глазом, его сын. Okay, guys, so we're going to finish here. If you need Russian lessons, private Russian lessons to improve your Russian, please contact me using the link below this video. It's either a link or an email. It depends. But you can contact me by those means. And meanwhile, I wish you a good mood and good health. And next time we will continue with Dostoevsky, Маленький герой. But at least once a week, I'm intending to do short stories such as this one. So we'll also be continuing with Chekhov from now on. Thank you very much. Ciao, ciao.